predictions, of course, as always. We're going to have to look at these two lineups. Personally, I think Team Spirit have the stronger players, but I don't really like that Legion pick. I am going to go with Suicide Team on this. I think Razor, Omni, OD, no, these heroes are too good to lose with. I got to go with Suicide Team for this one.
I'm putting my faith in Spirit. We got to split.
Yeah.
We got to split. I don't like the third pick, Legion Commander, but I really like the Queen of Pain Phantom Lancer. I actually think these two can get it going if they snowball. However, yeah, Omni can always mess everything up. So we got to split.
Okay. We've got 1 for 1. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I got to admit, I've heard some good things about ILTW recently as a mid laner. So I've not really got the chance to see it. But on the QoP, as we've seen, you know, if he can play it sort of the same style as FN does, sort of that CIS aggression, it definitely could be great. But
I have good faith in the illusion.
Razor on the OD.
The illusion. No, I believe in the illusions. As long as he please God, no Battle Fury. No Battle Fury.
You don't want a Battle Fury.
Definitely not this game.
I think you're going to get the Battle Fury this game.
I don't think so. I'm clicking in him already.
If you got Legion,
he's got the defusal already queued. No, I'm just kidding.
I think this is going to be. He's going to be a Battle Fury. I'm sure these CIS lads love to be. It's Illidan for goodness sake. This guy, he's going to farm. He wants to hit creeps. My goodness, he is going to be farming creeps. So, as I said, for the sake of Spirit, I'd love to see the defusal, but I'm sure he'll go Battle Fury. We'll see anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ourselves into Game 1 of the second series of the day. I'm OD Pixel here with Fogged. We hope you're enjoying the action here at DreamLeague Season 9 Corsair. Of course, the beautiful lads and ladies, the ones that are able to bring it to you. So shout out to them as we see what goes on in this one. Will the third pick Legion Commander work out? 30 seconds! Alright, we'll let you have it, Shashlo, because we're nice. But let's see. What was the chat? Did the chat get the predictions right?
I didn't look. I actually just was looking at the board and I placed like everything on the wrong sides. It took me a moment to realize.
That's alright.
I did notice.
Chat appreciates the effort.
See, right? Because PL is supposed to be there. You see those two?
Why are you pointing it out?
Because I noticed
they can't see.
But it triggers me. Look, I messed all this up. Look, Naga's paired with Omni. You're not even paying attention. You don't even call me out. Look, that's on the opposite teams, Owen.
Well, this is your last season, Fogged, because you can't put some pictures on a map.
I'm pretty sure this one's here.
This is like, I think
and this one's over here.
This in like first year. Put the pictures in the correct place. You know, it's like, you know, put the shapes.
It gets confusing when Radiant is on your side.
Yeah.
But Radiant's on the opposite side, but you're looking at whatever, dude. We'll fix it. No one even noticed. Did they notice? Let's see.
What's going on in chat? Sexy.
No one even noticed.
Pog champs. What else do we have in there? Some claps. Quality panel. Absolutely. We've actually been hired. You know, TI8. Me and Fog will be the entire panel. You know, they've tried their different sort of experiments and they've decided this is actually the best situation. So where you at now, Ben Wu fanboys? Yeah.
I miss Ben Wu. Don't bring up that name. I miss Ben so much.
Is he still alive?
He is alive. I messaged Ben in the last couple
You've
days.
heard from Ben?
Yes.
What did Ben say?
He said, hey.
He said, hey. That sounds very Ben.
I said, how is everything? He said, good.
That sounds like
And I think then that was it. I think he went offline right after that.
How do you know that was Ben and not sort of his captor using his device to message you?
No, it typed like Ben.
It typed like
Ben, I knew.
Well, maybe they ripped his hands off and were using his hands. They're smart, these Americans. Well, Shashlo's out of there.
I like that they're focusing full tri-lane bottom, zone the Omni for the first few levels, and that hero becomes very useless, and then PL can deal in a 1v1. So I think they should probably help mid, though, relatively soon. Just a couple waves, start bottom, and then get the hell out of there, go mid, because you don't want to leave your Queen of Pain versus dual lane. Top, like we were mentioning, Legion Commander. This is the one thing about this pick versus Rubik and Naga is just goes top, doesn't give a crap.
Okay, doesn't care about the harass as we see. You know, Naga tries to go with the Riptide. If you right-clicks the procs of the passive, the Legion's all right.
I actually think it might just be better if they had left the Razor alone up there and they had the Naga and Rubik go elsewhere. Yeah. Because then the Legion gets put in a 1v1 and he never wants to be in a 1v1 versus Razor.
Bottom lane. FNG giving it someone to Shashlo. Shashlo heads across, believe he's looking to grab the wave. And he will do so. Not really too much this level 1 Disruptor can do to say about that. He'll just throw out a Thunder Strike, but immediately there, Shashlo with the level 1 Repel will be fine to walk it off and will secure himself that wave. Down bottom, back in towards the mid lane. Viver keeping Meow and BCZ on their toes. Telekinesis back into them, but he's got the cog push back. Viver pretty beefy.
Oh, you see how he was standing there trying to get ready for the denies too? To deny his cogs?
Oh, he managed to not deny
He did not deny it.
Or, he didn't. Okay.
They still got the last time, but he made the effort. The conscious effort was there.
Look at this aggression from FNG. He's followed the wave all the way round underneath to the tier 2 as Shashlo is trying to farm it, and FNG trying to do his best to pull apart what he can up top.
This is one of the best things you can do as long as you know where the opposing 4 is.
Yes.
If you don't,
just follow it around.
Yeah. If there's an Earth Spirit or something in the game, that's one of those situations you don't want to do that because you can get caught behind the tower quite easily, going for those pressure plays.
How are we doing on the CS? So pretty even in the mid. 8 for 5, 7 for 1 between the Quap and the OD. Safe laners, a little bit of a better time for Illidan down bottom. 11 for 7 against the 7 for 4. As Team Spirit able to get just that little bit more space. The Disrupt's actually been able to do quite well of keeping Shashlow's Omni on his toes, so he couldn't really get stuck in as of yet. Just tanking up a lot of the aggression. FNG and making sure the space is there for Illidan.
Yep, FNG's got a DD rune, so they're actually going to be able to put some pressure here, maybe force a TP out.
And the right clicks at that double damage disruptor.
Uh-oh.
I mean, he's adding up. He has got a repel and a purification. He's going for the juice, but he's ever so low. Illidan, see if you can shut him off, get the vision. Kinetic field's there. They've got their eyes onto Shashlow. He is gone. First blood for FNG. I mean, as I say, this disruptor, he's absolutely handling the offlane Omni.
Yeah, that DD rune was a blessing.
Yeah.
And he kept the clarity on during all that too on the disruptor, so level 3 almost with that clarity running. Illidan did not get the last hit on the first blood, but still, like you said, full free farm in the bottom lane. So the lane's going very nicely for Team Spirit.
Yeah, that mid lane as well. ILTW still with the slight edge. And top lane, as expected. I mean, the fact that they do have the Naga Siren hanging around, the Legion isn't getting a free lane out of this. But it is able to slow down the farm of Dai's Razor just that little bit.
He's putting pressure, that's the thing. He's making them burn resources and consumables. This Razor's actually have to bring out more salves or more tangos, while the Legion Commander actually keeps ferrying himself clarities and salves. And another nuke comes out.
The control is there onto the clock, where they get a lot of damage stolen, but good cogs mean that the Razor can't proceed any further. So despite having a nice bit of damage stolen, he can't get in for the punches down bottom. FNG popping down the kinetic field as he tries to head across and steal the runes as Shashlow. And he'll be able to do exactly that.
And Viper gets 2 runes top as well. So they almost got all 4 runes there actually. FNG just got spam clicked on the one. So Shashlow was able to claim it. And now FNG putting a ward mid just so that the Queen of PM can have a nicer life in the mid lane. But speaking of nicer life, 17 and 17.
I said, I've heard good things about ILTW, and he's shown it so far. He had, sort of the extra bit of a fuss in the mid lane, as they did have 2 there. Biver did come across and help him, of course, and it's only worked out 18 and 17, as you say, against the 12 for 6. That is pretty dominant.
Yeah, he's just straight up owning the lane. I mean,
in a matchup as well, that can certainly go either way, depending on the skill of the players. Bottom lane, Shashlow being gone upon. He's got the purification, the repel. He's going to go just straight for the TP out, and he will make it. They don't have quite enough damage. But again, this is the Omni being forced back out of the lane. He has managed to find a little bit of CS. Well, I say a little bit, quite a bit of CS. 17 last hits.
Pretty good.
So even though he's been forced back out, he does get stuck in each time he heads into that lane.
He just has less experience than the Legion Commander.
Yes, with the way that he's been forced out.
But the thing is that they're doing different kind of play styles. You see the Omni actually has almost toward that Soul Ring, a wand and boots, while I see Legion has just the boots, and he's just been non-stop bringing clarities out. So that's pushing his last hits a little bit more, so he does have actually less net worth. Or a little more or less worth because he didn't die. But yeah, he's been using a lot of consumables and higher level, so he's happy.
Yeah, BZZ is really struggling in this mid matchup.
Jeez.
What's the level difference looking at? Well, level 4 on the OD, what we're seeing on the Quap at the moment?
Almost 5.
Almost 5. So about half a level.
Oh, top, look at this, nuke.
Yeah, the cogs come in, but at the same time, that sets up for the nuke. That's absolutely massive. They do lose a 1 for 1. We'll see if they can chase down a second kill. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. The route's too strong. Velhur's able to hold back.
So those
he's see if he can chase this, but not quite enough mana for another nuke and such to get the movement speed to boost him down.
That was really neat. I don't think that they expected the Legion Commander to still be in the area because he burned all of his resources, but the Moon actually, or I'll just kind of call him Moon for now, the offlaner, he bought a bottle at the secret shop and had mana to actually get the nuke and help his teammate there. Otherwise, I don't think he would have had mana to join him. So they did not expect that rotation by any means. Biver making the plays.
And down bottom, another bit of an attempt onto Shashlow. It's getting harder to control now though. He's level 4, has the relevant skills ready to go mid lane. Going in onto ILTW. They do have the telekinesis, but of course between the two of them, no other sort of control. So he's able to blink himself out of there, keep himself safe. Bottom lane, another move in onto Shashlow, but the purification forces back Illidan. Illidan's still absolutely fine with this, as we've said. complete free farm on the Phantom Lance, a 46 and 21 compared to that 32 and 7 of the enemy Razor.
I'm waiting for his quick buy to see what he's going to go. I think if he's such high free farm, then he could go. I think he could go for it, but I still want the defusal.
Yeah, if you get defusal as early as you could, it's going to be great. Top lane Biver will be found out.
Yeah, I think his strength is that he can, if he has Tread's defusal, he can just literally go on this Razor, and Razor does nothing. Even if he gets the link off, he'll die to the illusions. So that'll be. I want the defusal, but I always do, so I'm a bit biased on that mark.
Let's see him go Radiance Rush.
Loon.
Top lane, ripping Shashler away from that shrine, so he won't get maximum use out of it. He's still good though. He tops himself up enough.
I was about to be like, wait, really? He just pulled him away from
Right, Illidan's bought something. What did he buy?
He just bought Treads.
He just bought Treads.
Yeah, he just bought Treads.
Okay. Alright, so yeah. And they're going to try and go on Shashlo again. But again, it's kind of futile. Mid lane indeed. Biver, he's moved in. Nice Sonic Wave onto 3. Not quite enough to finish off a kill though. He's still trying to man up against them. ILTW has the Scream. Not quite enough to finish anything out here. They do have the root on him. Can they kill the Quap here? They can't quite get him. Not enough damage. Was
that uphill miss?
It looked like they should have had that if all the right clicks hit.
It looked like they should have. I think someone upfield missed.
Did BZZ not have the Astral up again to go for that extra bit of damage?
It's very low range, very low cast range.
It felt like they could have maybe killed the Quad, but they don't. At the least, ILTW able to keep himself safe and back out of there. Of course, with the way that they've been able to prioritize this mid lane a little bit more now, Suicide Team, they've managed to catch BZZ back up. He's now pretty much even in farm with ILTW's Quap. So they've done a good job of sort of rectifying the situation there mid, Suicide Team. Phase Boots on the Legion as well. Does have that duel. We'll see if
level 7 already.
Moon's able to get involved and go for the fights, yeah, with that 7 having the maxed out nuke.
So they've got a lot of damage on the side of Spirit. Even though they just used the Queen of Pain ulti, which he wanted to blink in and get the Scream of Pain after, but there was enough wand charges that the OD had survived. They didn't want to full commit. But even without that Sonic Wave, they do have a lot of burst between their heroes. And this Legion Commander can actually bully out the Naga and actually keep putting pressure onto this Razor, keeping that regen coming. Bottom. FNG.
Oh, just drop down the kinetic field. Shashlo looking for the chase down with the purification of the slow. Chasing for the disrupt at the same time. Illidan looking for the easier kill. He's got his eyes onto Meow, chasing him down with Biver. One more Spirit Lance will seal the deal. There we have it. Takes down the Rubik. Looks like FNG was able to get himself out as well. As Shashlo's now turned back his attention towards Illidan. You've got the net on the sidelines locking down Biver, but Biver's still able to move out of there. Shashlo trying to give Illidan the rundown, but he can't quite finish off that PL, of course, on his own. Just not enough control on this Omni Knight. Illidan's going to be fine. So they get away with the kill Spirit. They don't lose anything in return, so more money for Illidan's PL, as we see is a clear 1k ahead of Dai's Safe Lane Razor on Suicide Team.
Yeah, and look at that, the Legion Commander. That was an offlane Legion, top 3 net worth.
Yeah.
He has done a spectacularly good job. So I think if people who want to learn how to do some offlane stuff, this time, sure, he was versus Naga and Razor, which isn't greatest at zoning him, but he actually did an incredibly good job with just ferrying regen, buying this bottle. Like, and I think, very impressive.
And I think that sort of goes to say what you said at the start as well. It just shows that the extra support from Suicide Team up top just didn't really do anything.
Agreed.
So maybe you would have been better utilizing that mid. Sure, the mids are now even, but maybe if you have more pressure earlier, ILTW would have been kept behind and you could have got BZZ with an advantage.
Or even put in bottom with the Omni, and then you would see Omni not getting forced out by the Disruptor so hard, even though Omni's done well. I do think that the Naga could have done a bit more with her time in this game rather than sit top with the Razor, because they didn't really do anything to shut down this Legion Commander, who is full free farm pretty much in that as an offlaner.
Yeah, and PL as well, as you say. You know, PL did not get pressured.
Yep. So I think there could have been some adjustments been made, but we'll see how much they're going to be able to do now. Level 4 on the 2 supports. On Suicide, a bit under-leveled on their supports, while you look at Team Spirit, almost level 6 on Disruptor, almost level 6 on Clockwork. So you can see the activeness of the supports on the side of Spirit have fruited them some more experience in that department. So they are happy.
Yeah, Biver really wants to find his level 6 here mid. He's very close to having it.
Clock and Disruptor with level 6 is very crucial for this game, because that provides them a lot more damage and the needed actual initiation to get on top of that OD. Or the Razor even. So now Queen of Pain ulti is at the ready again, and we'll be rushing an Orchid. Silence is always very good versus Omni Knight as well as OD. And this Legion Commander has actually been left top alone, but
down one. They got the control. They go in straight away. Static Storm immediately used by FNG pretty much as soon as he hits 6. Just looking to get a usage out of it.
And they're going to get
setting up that kill.
Yeah, and they should get this tower, and Illidan is holding gold, so this is nice too, because now
I told you, man, it's the Radiance.
I think this time, I think he could just go for the Battlefield because of how free-farmed he is, but he could literally buy full defusal right now and get his movement on the map. And he
there he is. He's a smart man, Illidan.
I love you, Illidan. You're
Battle
my boy.
Fury fanboys, where you at now?
Thank God.
It's not happening. Diffusal Blade is the choice, and as you say, if you get it this quick,
he can take over the whole game right now. He can literally just go top, kill the Razor, go mid, kill OD.
Look at this. It's a bit of an awkward smoke here from Suicide Team. They're trying to move in. They should get Viper at the least out of this, but oh, he hookshots across. He's got the cogs down. Viper's going to surprise. He's going to survive. TP's now coming in. And the Suicide Team had to back away. Have they got the control? BZZ trying to dive towers. Kinetic Field's there holding him back. Will drop the hammer. Takes down the Disruptor. Can Team Spirit find kills in return? They're bringing in Illidan with that newly found Diffusal Blade. He is more than ready to move from hero to hero, but the song's there in time. Holds them back. Does he have a TP though himself? It doesn't look like he does, so...
He's gonna get caught here.
He is. ILTW jumps forward. There was no TP on the Naga Siren, so no escape on the back of the song. With the Rocket Flare, they know that the Rubik's around as well. They have the duel, they'll get the bonus damage. Meow goes for the TP out, will make it. But an unsuccessful smoke gank from Suicide Team getting turned around, dual damage into the hands of Moon's Legion Commander, and they'll now put some pressure themselves onto the tier 1 top, whilst also holding off the creeps of bottom lane as Legion's straight down there for the farm.
Man, I'm really concerned already for Suicide Team. Their supports are so under-leveled, and they don't have a great combo. When I see this Naga Siren picked in a lot of these games, I'm like, man, Naga's such a good hero. But you need something to throw with it. This game, their Naga combo is pretty much Static Link and Naga Drain. Or, you know, Naga sleep into Static Link. And
it's very sort of slow.
It's very slow, and it's not really a nice combo. It's just very weak in general. Now, bottom lane, Viper finds the hook.
And that's a big one. That's their carry. Straight in. Here we go with the back of ILTW now holding back as he drops the Sonic Wave.
And Cyclone
and they have got a second catch. This is going to be more... Or is it... Oh, no, they can't quite kill him in time. They will still... surely get the kill. ILTW is going to be able to blink in with a couple of right clicks to finish it. They don't get the dual damage. Will they get the finish off? ILTW jumping. He's a little low on mana. Oh, he's not going to quite get it. Oh, yes, he is. They got the glimpse back, and with the Rocket Flare from Biver, they do take the kill. Starting to really amp up the pace, 7 for 3. And as we said, the fact that there's that, 12-minute Diffusal Blade on Illidan means that it's almost impossible for them to head in onto the PL unless they find him all out on their own.
Queen of Pain.
Down in the river, ILTW, it's just enough mana to blink out. Biver, he did head in for this one. They are going to try and chase him. One more touch from the Razor will do it. Pops the earn charges in a chance to try and keep alive, but it won't be enough. Look at this chase though, Down the Razor. He is just going in. He's chasing them down, forcing them back. Blink away from Moon.
Biver didn't need to die there.
He didn't.
He tried to go help the Queen of Pain, but IL2W had the one charges saved up, so he would have been fine. But great kill there for Suicide, at least getting themselves on the board back, but it's already a 5k disadvantage. And look at this, Illidan looking to keep aggressive, looking for the Rubik up top here.
Jumping in. I mean, he knows that it's very hard for Meow to get himself out of this sort of situation. Just needs to find the vision. Will find it. Diffusal Blade charged down, along with the Spirit Lance. The illusions just ripping apart this Rubik. Meow is gone. Another free kill for the PL as he moves from lane to lane. And as you said, this is the sort of PL that we love to sort of see, not the farming creep, sorry. It's the farming heroes moving around with that early item advantage that you get off the back of having a free farm lane. It just has such a high impact against just a lineup that do not have the heroes to deal with the PL at this stage. And now the Razor, he's in trouble straight away. Illidan's in, FNG drops the Static Storm, and another kill. The killing spree starting to rack up for this PL. Illidan, he's got his eyes on Shashlo. Actually, no, he looks for the easier kill. He's found himself the Naga Siren off to the sidelines. Is he going to have a chance to get the song off? He cannot. And now BZG, the duel as well. They're entirely in trouble. Triple kill for Illidan. They'll take down BZZ as well. This Phantom Lancer getting massively out of hand.
Thank you, Illidan. Show them.
It really is showing.
Honestly, show people how good Diffusal is in comparison to Battle Fury. If he had Battle Fury, he'd be sitting bottom. Yeah. He might actually, you know, he'd be pretty fat
and
anyway because he had a pretty free lane. But
would have had a chance at this stage of the game. Yeah. But now the PL's overrunning him.
He's taking over everything for his team. Shotglow even just rage quits. No, I'm just kidding. He's disconnected. But.
I mean, it's a hard get. I mean, again, to come back from him, as you say, this early lead that the PL has is really quite something.
And perfect duel coming out there from Moon. Yeah, boy, he's got getting the Omni Knight. He has Blink Dagger too. This guy is so farmed on Legion. He did such a good job in this game in that top lane.
Wow.
Very early bottle, very early phase blink. it's looking really hard for Suicide to really get back in it. Especially now they just committed their OD ulti, their strongest hero. Their Razor can't... He doesn't have good core matchups. Like,
no.
He can't do much for his Queen of Pain. He can't do much for PL. And Legion, I mean, if he's chasing on a Legion, the Legion is in the wrong position already, so...
And I think as well, it's just, you know, interesting to see how well Spirit's doing considering their lineup and considering their draft. You know, these guys third picked Legion, and as I talked about, the heroes that Suicide team have, they're fantastic if you consider the current meta and the current heroes that are incredibly favored during the majority of drafts. But it just goes to show that Team Spirit just seem to be playing on another level. The laning decisions weren't great for Suicide team. The early movements were pretty much entirely a failure. And this PL, Illidan, has just been allowed to have the easiest opening of his life this game.
Yeah. You know, it's like I saw the third pick Legion, I wasn't crazy about it, but I understood it, right? You saw Rubik Naga, and they're like, this Legion, what hero, it's pretty much, what hero do you think you can get a free offlane in?
Yeah,
and he must have said, he must have been like, Legion, I like this hero, it fits perfect versus these two supports, they can't do much. Bam. He's done a great job versus that. And this game now, for Razor, is super awkward, because your itemization is, like, you need Shivas and like a Butterfly and like a Mjolnir to really deal with Pantomizer. Your hero does not deal with it whatsoever. You can't itemize properly. So he has to go for Hood, these smaller items to survive all the burst damage, because Spirit's got so much damage in their lineup.
Yeah, and when your Legion's this far ahead as well, you know, he's not worried about leading in straight away with the lockdown.
Oh, look at bottom.
And Shashlo straight away, there's the jump in with the duel. Can they bring him down in time with the Sonic Wave? They surely can. Another duel win. And with a glimpse back on to die, his Razor will fall. It's getting pretty out of hand and faster here for Suicide team as Team Spirit just continue to grow the advantage. There's a smoke up from the other three members. I don't know what the plan is with this. They're down 2. It's a very risky play to go for. Maybe they can get a support pick off. They do find FNG, but immediately, look at that reaction from FNG.
He's going to survive.
Static's on the heel from the Legion, keeping him alive. Oh, what a brilliant play there. That reaction from FNG. Immediately, Static Storm, Kinetic Field, they're just going to clean them up.
They just killed the full 5 wipe in the span of... I mean, that was a little bit delayed afterwards, but they killed the 2 bottom, and they killed the 3 smoking to catch up to their team, and now
Shashlo's in trouble.
Tier 2, Shashlo in trouble too. This game just looks over, Owen. 10k advantage in 18 minutes. Spirit is handling Suicide.
I mean, there's a Razor teeping in, but look at Moon. He's watching the sidelines, will be held back by the plasma field. Illidan jumping up to the high ground, will break the distance. He is pretty low at the moment. They want to try and catch him. They're leading him with the Nagasara, and they do have the Son, but look immediately, Moon jumps in with the duel. They'll cut down the Nagasara and more bonus damage for this Legion commander. He may die for this effort though. The defusal plays slow. These guys, they're playing so well as a team.
All right, that was, I mean, I actually was like, this is such a greedy play to go back in for this kill, but
get it.
They get it. Yep. They get out. Defusal, Manta, pretty much done on PL. I want to say Orchid done on this Queen of Pain. It is.
That's just the team play from Spirit's been really nice. And I mean, I know it's early days, I know it's game 1, but if we do end up seeing the Spirit versus Empire matchup in the winner's bracket off the back of this series, it's going to be quite something. But maybe Suicide team can pick it up. And if they do turn around this game, it's going to be incredibly impressive, because indeed, the lead that Team Spirit has upon them is just growing and growing.
I'd be really surprised. If they can come back in this one, I would be really impressed, because they do not have the matchup. They don't have anyone to deal with this PL. The Queen of Pain is already too snowballed. So we'll see if they can actually make this Omni Knight just go crazy somehow, but I'm really not seeing it happen for Shaklo. They're struggling.
They're getting a nice bit of push down on the bottom lane. They are managing to shove the lane around to the tier 2. We'll see if Team Spirit want to come down and put a stop to this.
I'm worried if they're head-on engagements. That's my biggest thing, is if Spirit just runs at them, I don't see a way for Suicide to win a team fight.
They're doing exactly that with the smoke up. They're heading down. You have the Legion looking for the lockdown on the front lines. Who's he going to make a jump on?
Shaklo's actually in the perfect spot this time, hiding in the trees, away from everybody. He needs to not get caught by anything.
The ping's out from Legion. He pinged the tree line. He says, watch out. The backliners are in there. They try and scout it out. Who's going to have the commit first? They do miss the hook shot. Biver has to back up. Sort of messes up here. BZZ getting a lot of hits. They come in with a stolen hook shot, but Biver's still alive. Gets the cogs down. Will he live? They have the telekinesis. Biver, no! The heal from the Legion. Again, this team play. Keeping one another alive. They get the duel off onto the Ruby. Sonic Wave flies in. They do lose the Disruptor. Can they come out on top of this fight? Suicide team, they're chasing off the Moon Legion Commander. He heads off to the side. They're kiting them up. They have the net to hold down ILTW. Sanity's Eclipse, bringing this quad down low. They found 3 kills. Suicide team, this could be the turnaround that they needed.
The literal... Okay, that was... I'm gonna like show you the way that they took that fight was actually perfect. So Spirit wanted to fight completely here by engaging, but Phantom Lancer actually got full static linked during the sleep. So you saw Illidan. Illidan was kind of just running around on the outside. He didn't want to come into the fight. So that was actually a really surprising way that Suicide did that to take the fight. But Biver missing the hook shot was crucial. Absolutely.
I mean, Biver did live, and they did get... Oh, sorry, Biver did go down in the end, but he lived long enough to set up the Legion for the successful duel onto the Rubik. But again, as you say, that's 2 heroes committing onto this support, whilst meanwhile the rest of the fight fell apart for Team Spirit. So.
I'm very surprised at how Suicide executed that one. Getting the sleep link combo like that, that literally won them the engagement. Angle of approach was a bit weird too. For Suicide, that is, because they were all kind of positioned around, and Spirit actually had a good surround, but the glimpse was a little awkward. Biver's hookshot was awkward. Just a little bit of awkward spell usage by Spirit, and Suicide took advantage.
Yeah, and there's a lot of money now in this Razor.
Yeah, there is.
Look at this, he's holding on to 3k at the moment. He has the SNY queued up. I mean, I just wonder, is he thinking of something bigger? He is. He changes it. He's queuing up the Shiva's Guard.
And he switched again.
Oh, he switched again. Back to the SNY. I imagine talking with the teammates here.
It's really hard itemization for Razor, as I was
What do you get? I mean, the SNY, you know, it feels sort of core for the hero, but again, if you've got that much money, there's always going to be the temptation to just delve into something bigger.
Yeah. Oh, Courier. Do they get the snipe? They do.
Alright, well, that was someone Tranquils. Yeah, Rubik's Tranquils.
Yeah, that's a big swing of momentum, though. They get themselves 2 towers. They win a pretty decent fight for themselves, too, taking out 3 of the heroes. All right. Didn't expect that one, I'll be honest. Illidan still absolutely enormous on this PO.
That's the problem.
Going for the heart. Yep, has the Vitality booster plus Manta Diffusal. Pretty much unkillable.
It really is, as you say, their best chance. They have to get that combo off again, maxing out the static link.
Yep.
Off the back of a
Clockwork
sleep
on the prowl. Should be a pretty free kill for him.
Yeah, the Spirit Vessel, the hook shot. Meow is down. Pre-kill for Biver. Pre-Spirit Vessel charges up as well. You got it on the side. Illidan playing around with BZZ. Forcing back this OD. Shashlo is there, but look, Illidan, he wants to commit straight in. They've got the kinetic for the static storm of the duel. Immediately, BCZ sort of left on the front lines. The GA comes out a little too late.
And the sleep too, both miscoordinated.
That is going to be BCZ down for 45 seconds. They could not save their OD. They have the glimpse back, but the repel's there for Shashlo. He's able to run himself away, but the creep wave pushing in on mid. Team Spirit ready to go high ground. Puts some pressure onto this tier 3 tower, knowing that the threat of the OD is not there for this defense.
And they're pressuring bottom as well. That tier 2 is dropping.
What can these boys do to stop it without their OD? Their big hard hitter really at this stage of the game. Glimpse back onto the Razor, taking him out of the fight for now, making the space there for the Pliel Illusions to move in. Slowly bringing down this tier 3 tower in the mid lane.
They're just really trying to press the issue. They can make their way toward bottom. I still think that they can fight perfectly fine. They probably just want to wait for Disruptor to have mana and ulti. So 20 more seconds, they can still just position themselves to take a fight when Suicide walks out of their base, because the lanes are all in a pretty crappy spot. So Suicide has to address all 3. And Spirit can just make their way bottom. Almost heart finished on the PL.
Yeah, they need to get that Hurricane Pike done on BZZ's
yeah, he does.
OD as well. You see his itemization is kind of awkward at the moment. He's got an Ogre Club and a Wraith Band that he's holding in his backpack, because he just can't hold all these sort of little items. He needs to get those 2 band of Elven skins done, otherwise there's a lot of net worth that is effectively useless sitting in his backpack.
Yeah.
And he's already, as we see, quite far behind on that OD.
He's still got to he's just got to be repelled is the most important thing. Shaklo has to be behind him, get the repel off, to let the Razor run in and do his own thing.
But even at that, as we've seen, if they can get the duel off, you know, one of the ways that the Legion does have a sort of an upside against the Omni in a way that a lot of the others sort of
stolen
but the duel's there. They come in with the response with the Blade Mail immediately, turning the turtles onto this Razor. Can they kill him? They can't. No, the save's there from Shashlo. In with the Purification and Repel. They keep that Razor alive. Hookshot across the side. Sonic Wave from ILTW will finish off the Razor. They They get the silence onto the Omni Knight. He's going to try and jump in. Does he want to go greedy? He's thinking about it. Yes, he does.
Illidan.
But there's the purification. There's the save. PCC moving in onto ILTW. Telekinesis holds him down. Can he get out? No. The root's there. They've lost the Queen of Pain again. Team Spirit losing 3. They're coming out on top. Suicide Team. Can they find this PL as well? Illidan losing mana fast as he's in. Getting stolen by the OD. There's an Invis rune though. The gods are watching and they have saved him. He'll be fine as he picks up the Invis.
He was trying to actually kill the OD with his illusions during that too, so that's why he kept like turning around. He kept redirecting his illusions onto him. But yeah, the illusion, or the Invis rune, quite a blessing for Illidan. And Spirit hemorrhaging a lot of kills to this. That Rubik having glimpse there, starting that entire engagement.
And just a little bit feisty there, jumping in with the Legion. I mean, it looked, you can't blame him for going for that, Mooners. It looked like it was a kill on the Razors. He got incredibly low, but Shashlo coming in very, very tightly there with that clutch play with the save.
Yeah.
Keeping that man alive. And now, Meteor Hammer's done for the Naga Siren. You've also got an Ether Lens finished on Shashlo, so those saves going to be that little bit easier, but there's the big item we were waiting to see Illidan finish. It's out.
Oh, he's got the heart already. 26 minutes. Damn, he is enormous in this game.
I mean, that's the thing you got to remember. Sure, some of these fights now are looking okay for Suicide Team, but still, they're at an 11k disadvantage relatively early on in the game.
Yeah, and it's spread out evenly. That's the thing, is it's not like Spirit's so top heavy. Sure, PL 5k over everybody else, but look at all the other heroes. The supports, Disruptor and Clockwork, are at a nice margin. They're at, let's say, like 6 to 7k. Legion Commander around 10. Queen of Pain, I'd say maybe her farm is the one that you'd want as Spirit to be a little bit higher. Dying 2 times back to back just now. Should be able to catch back up though, since Queen of Pain is very fast farming hero.
Absolutely, yeah. Going camp to camp there with the screams.
Yep.
BKB going to be built up upon by Moon. Needs it against this OD.
Yeah, I think BKBs are a great choice for the team. OD's only their only real damage. Razor is starting to get to that point. Once Razor's got BKB, then he's a little more threatening. But still, there's a PL versus a non-BKB Razor. So
and
that's
a massive PL at that as well.
Yeah, never too fun. Does Illidan want to just make a way into Roche Pit? Looks he's just waiting for a rune, but he is going to walk into the pit anyway.
Now, relatively easy nowadays to do the Roche with the RPL, having those illusions.
Yep. They've got vision on the high ground too. FNG, he's spotting Shock Show.
See what he can do.
Get the hook shot.
And
combo.
straight away, Static Storm. Yeah, has got the self-heals buying some time for the Omni Knight here. Defensive Astral as well. Team Spirit, can they finish off this killer? Little's going to jump forward. Now going to have the purification on Shashlo, but he's trying to move in. Silence comes out. Sonic Wave onto free, but the song's out. They're fairly grouped up. Do they really have any sort of combo to set up on this? They're going to try moving in there. The 3-man big jump.
Oh my god.
The Saudis as well. Bursting them low. Suicide Team again. They're doing it in these team fights against all odds. They're able to turn it around. The power of the song into Meteor Hammer. Perfectly executed there as they clean up 4. They think about Roche, but they realize themselves they can't really do it with the heroes of their lineup. But still, these are very impressive team fight wins to have when you are this far behind.
Dude, that Meteor Hammer, oh my god, it actually caught all 3 perfectly timed on the stun.
Perfectly aimed.
There's people complaining about it a bit because it does synergize incredibly with Naga. You actually can't even blink out of it, apparently.
It's frame perfect.
It's frame perfect.
0.5 seconds on the closing of the song. Yep. 0.5 seconds on the landing of the stun. So yeah, if you shift Q it, it hits every time. And it's impossible to shift blink out of because it happens at the same tick.
So they get hit by that, but that was great Suicide Team teamwork there. The Astral, the Yule's on Shocklow, then he gets Astraled, survives the whole storm, lives till the end of the fight, then the sleep combo, of course, with the Meteor Hammer. But during the sleep, it wasn't just the Meteor Hammer. Razor was also linking the PL again. He had another 160 damage stolen. Team Spirit, they need to watch themselves.
They do. They can't afford to keep giving away these fights as that OD and the Razor are getting closer and closer to the PL. I mean, sure, it's going to take at least another 2 of those sort of engagements because Team Spirit did get such a lead at the start. But it's happening.
It's
Suicide Team are playing very strong.
Do they have BKB yet on Razor? He does now have it, so they are ready to fight. Razor's TPing out.
They need to try and fight this as well. I mean, they just proved that they can do it around the pit. This time they don't have the ults. They don't have the song. They don't have the sanities. Bivers there blocking this off. I don't know if can Suicide Team really get into this. You have to lead it. Biver immediately with the cogs. They've got the glimpse back, but the BKB's popped. You're going to see the Razor go straight into the middle of the pit. There's the song. They're looking for the setup. They've got two together. Where's that hammer? There's the timing. Wham, bam. Perfectly onto two. Hold them on the side. Biver lifted up by the telekinesis. And then again, Suicide Team, they're doing it. They're splitting them up around for the pit. They get a good static link on the Legion. That's going to be a second down. They do lose the Rubik. But overall, again, a win so far. 4 versus 4 for the side of Suicide Team. Illidan, he's going to try and come in for the cleanup. But immediately he has to back off. There's just too much damage for this Razor from the static link that he was able to build up off the back of the Legion. They go back towards the Roshan. They're trying to finish it off here, Suicide Team. A little bit risky if they don't do it quickly. Again, the link is off. He's getting a good one onto Illidan. Illidan's able to rush himself away to the side. You are going to have the buyback coming in from Moon on the Legion. Illidan leaning forward. The Sanities is down. They're losing mana, but they get the jewel off onto the key target. That'll be BZZ down. Moving forward, they take down Naga. This time Spirit reclaiming those team fights that they've lost over and over again. Now they're back on top. They wipe 4. They hit the floor. They go to Roshan. They'll look for more. They'll get this Aegis. They'll get this cheese. And Team Suicide Team will not be pleased.
That was perfect timing for the buyback from the Legion Commander there. He needed to buy back for them to really get aggressive enough because they'd already used their big ultis. Disruptor ulti and Clockwork Hook were used to only kill like a Rubik. So that's where you saw Suicide a bit more confident in positioning themselves. But then, yeah, they get caught out by that Legion duel and they do not have enough to save the OD. And still Illidan looking very strong. Now Aegis is on him, who got... Yeah, Aegis is still on him. What levels? Queen of Pain. Okay, has the Orchid finished on top of the Lincolns. Going for Hex on Queen next.
And we got Illidan. He's trying to finish off this tier 3 tower. And one more touch. No, not going to get it. Fortifications out for the side of Suicide Team. They'll do their best to hold back that PL. But still the illusions persist. And they do open up the base there.
And look at how Spirit, they of course had that like 3 heroes pushing mid, but look at the 2 side lanes too. Disruptor was pushing top, Legion Commander pushing bottom. That's like the signs of a good team. They were confident enough to go high ground, but also wanted to distribute the resources and make sure that the other side lanes are always shoved in. I'm going to say shove from now on because I know people love to hear the word shove.
Why?
I just remember Ted was ripping on Will.
Shove?
Because people were talking about how Will says shove the lanes and stuff, and then Ted started saying shove about everything.
I mean, it just sounds very common, you know.
Shove?
Shove.
Just shove it.
Shove the lane.
Shove the lane.
It goes shoving the lanes down side lanes.
There you go.
No.
Shoving the side lanes.
Shove. What's that? Shoving the side lane. sound like milk.
That sound like milk?
Yeah.
Did I? Shove. I just made like the dumbest voice I could try to think of. Just kidding, Jacob.
28-16, the lead still there for Spirit, despite Suicide Team sadly giving it their all. We're seeing some good performances from them in the team fights.
Yeah, the Naga coming in clutch, man.
It's a strong pick. That's the reason why it's taken first.
The hammer.
They'll wham bam it down any chance they can. He's got the Force finished as well now, so
they're getting.
Very nice.
The thing is, Suicide Team are getting some decent timings. They now have a full Shiva's Guard as well on the OD, and he's level 18, so the Sanities is going to start hurting more and more. Razor as well, level 20, so gets that 10 armor talent. Actually can tank up a Brood of the Force. Going Shiva's next as well to find the real PL.
The BKB out for Moon Legion. Finally done. He has been looking for that one for quite some time.
I'm surprised. This guy's really farmed. I'm really impressed by this Legion play so far. Even though he died the last one, that wasn't like on him.
Oh.
And now I compliment him, so now he's gonna die too, right? Just kidding, he's gone. He's out of there.
Shashlo really going for it there. Alright, moving a lot down bottom, Suicide Team. Razors there. Shiva's Guard's now finished for BZZ.
Biver's got a Solar Crest finished soon, and I'd imagine the Butterfly should be almost done for Illidan. It is. So that's the next big timing for Spirit, at least, is having those evasions. Evasion versus OD is the dream, and while on the other side, it's still just kind of similar. The OD just wants to get more and more int, but needs to be repelled. That's pretty much the big brunt of the force for Suicide Team. Need to be repelled on the OD and BKB Razor, otherwise the fights are going to be a disaster. Omni needs to really watch his positioning as well, because if he gets caught out by a duel, the team fight will be instantly over, or if he gets caught in a static storm where he can't get his Yules off, which the answer to that will be Aghanim's Disruptor, which is about 1,000 gold away as well, which will be, that's going to be the big dream, is if they can actually get the Ag Storm on any of the heroes on the Omni Knight in particular, then the fight is over for Suicide Team.
I mean, an FNG has been doing some very nice static storms so far this game.
Yeah.
I think still, as you say, the issue, that PL hasn't died. That PL has not died at all. 7-0-11
He is
on
7.
Illidan.
Okay.
So that's the worry. You haven't been able to kill him up until now. Is anything sort of changing for your benefit at this stage? No, probably not. Butterfly complete.
Maybe just that your teammates are getting tankier, and that means OD can steal more int and then do more damage. I guess that could be the one.
But as you say, the evasion's a problem.
As long as he's not hitting the PL, though. Just how to hit the other people, and then then ult the PL. Yeah. There is an Aegis, so I don't think that we'd expect Suicide Team to go for a fight here. Maybe try to pick off someone without it, but they don't have the catch for Queen of Pain, or for the Legion at that matter, because they all have BKBs. So they can all BKB TP out if there is no Naga net there.
There we have it, slowly but surely. Suicide Team, as you say, not really wanting to look for a fight there. They're kind of coming out. They sort of sweep around from the side. It's such a hard fight to kick off, though. When this PL is on the front, you know, Illidan straight in onto the barracks. What are you going to do about it? You got BZZ trying to lead him with the Shiva's Guard, but it's just not enough. The illusions just keep coming and coming. Illidan shoving in. And there's the Aegis pop, though. So now,
reaction.
Now we might see Team Spirit go back to playing it safer. You know, Illidan loves farming this game, keeping himself ahead.
Yeah. Razor's actually pretty farmed. I didn't notice he had a full AC during all that, too.
Yeah, I guess he went pretty up after sort of surmounting the big amount of gold. I mean, still in comparison to Illidan, he is behind, but yeah, as you say, the other heroes in the game, there's still quite a step up on his farm to for instance, the Quap.
Yeah, he's doing very well. His link is key to their success in a lot of those fights.
Well, they get the glimpse back. Onto BZZ. BZZ just get the Hurricane Pike off in time to shove himself back and out to safety.
You're going to shove a lot now?
I keep saying it now. You've infected me with the shot. I keep saying it. I can't even remember what I said before. What did I say instead? Push. Back to push. Push is much nicer. It sounds a lot friendlier.
But when push comes to shove.
Shove just sounds aggressive. It's just not a very nice word, really.
PCZ getting a lot of damage here. Those illusions. Look at them evading those hits.
There we go. This OD's struggling with those illusions, that's for sure. He's got to go back to base. BZZ there. We have the static link. Doppelganger trying to break it off, and then we'll be able to create the distance. Gets himself back, immediately back in. Illidan, as he looks to finish off the melee racks. Illusions forcing this Razor to the side. Look, that Razor's out of mana thanks to PL's illusions. He's got to go back to base. Die.
And they got what they came for. And top lane, you see the Queen of Pain constantly shoving that lane in, and bottom lane is also shoving in because of the creeps.
Honestly.
This link comes out. Okay. Let's see
can you get me a champ on both of these? Nah.
Just the Disruptor.
Just the Disruptor. Make sure that FNG can't do anything for the majority of this fight. Does get the Static Storm and the kinetic field out. Well, I don't know if that's enough to say the rest of the team fights. Biver's in trouble. They'll take down 2. Team Suicide Team fighting back hard. ILTW
just duel
himself top.
Duel in mid, onto the Omni, and he will bring him out.
They'll get it. They get Shashlo.
And they split up the rest of the team toward top, while Moon, or the Legion Commander, makes the play on the mid lane.
Where's the PL at?
Woo. He went bottom to farm.
Okay. Illidan, we need to talk.
He is priority. Priority farm, priority win game.
I mean, I guess you know, at this stage you're probably saying as the PL, guys, let's chill out. Let me get my level 25. You know, get the crit. It is a pretty fantastic talent.
Yeah, I mean, Legion Commander too. That guy's super leveled. You saw that? He's level 22, almost level. Oh, he took the 60 movement speed. I love that talent.
Instead of what?
10% moment proc chance.
I see. You definitely take the move. 60 movements.
Yeah, like 60.
That's juicy.
I was talking. I forget who I was talking to recently, but we were just discussing the numbers, and we're like, anything below 30 feels, but anything above 30 is like, oh shit. You take the damn movement.
You take that, yeah. Movement speed is. I mean, there's a reason why people will go and phase Yule's drums on numerous heroes. Movement speed is not necessarily everything, but it is a lot in the game of Dota 2.
Look at this, 425 just base movement speed. When he starts phase booting, he's at like 480 or something, or 500.
When he gets the movement speed bonus,
look, 527 just from phase boots.
He is zip zapping around. That is for sure.
Feels good.
And Shogo fully on the crits for this PL. He has the Orchid, obviously imagining to get the Bloodthorn. So I mean Bloodthorn, and then obviously the level 25 talent as well. He's going to be critting for days.
It's a good item in this game too.
Illusions.
Yeah, just having that silence is going to be really important. He can even silence the Naga Siren in some situations because the Omni has the Yules. But if they do see the Yules used, then they can throw the silence. Silence also very good versus OD because BZZ is trying to prioritize. He doesn't want PKB because he's repelled, so he's even gone for MKB on the OD, and I did see that. That's a relic. So he's going, what, Nullifier on the Queen of Pain, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I think, you know, you've got the
Nullifier
silence.
Orchid.
Yeah, that's the combo, isn't it?
The Son of Doom.
The Son of Doom build.
As Owen likes to call it. Yeah.
I like that name. It's
I do like
easy,
that.
but I said Nullifier and Son of Doom. Sounds cool, you know. Haha. That's what the kids like at home. A bit of hip commentating. Aghanims is there for,
for Omni. Okay.
Oh, and there we go. Son of Doom. It's actually not enough. There we go. Uh-oh. Dad won't be proud.
Now he's in trouble.
Yeah, that's yeah, okay. Well, space created for down bottom, he's going to say, because they're moving in as well there. Team Spirit, they claim the life for Shashlo. They got a duel as well, but whoa. Rubik. I think they dueled and glimpsed the same target there. That's a little bit awkward. So they don't get the duel. And now BZZ's trying his best to fight into this one. But at the same time, I don't think they'll be too ready to run away. In fact,
there's no Omni alive right now, though.
There is no Omni.
But the two-man meteor hammer.
Bam! And
perfectly done.
Is perfectly set up for those 2 kills and maybe more. They're looking for Biver. We've got to watch Illidan though, because he is taking down heroes on the back lines. There is a Glimmer Cape to save BZZ just in time.
Oh god.
Illidan is just going from target to target though, forcing them back. Still holding back a little bit as he is aware that he is down 3 of his teammates.
They got to back up.
We're just seeing that they can't kill this PL. This PL is not dying anytime soon, and I would be highly surprised if he dies at all before the end of this game, regardless whether they win or lose. This is just an unkillable beast at this stage of the game, and with the heroes that they have, I don't see it changing anytime soon for the side of...
The OD's getting massive, though, to be honest. Has that MKB
but now
finished,
he's dead.
But now he's dead.
Yeah, so this is the problem. This is the hero that's getting massive, but he's dead.
I swear to God, I literally just, I say someone's name and I just see people start running at them instantly.
Yeah, you just got to get good, you know?
You just got to get good. Oh, he was getting so big too. If he was able to get Hex, that actually would have been their key into success.
I mean, but there's nullifiers they get, that's the problem, even when you have Hex. If you're good with the positioning on the quad, as they have pretty much been for the most of the game after W. And now, Illidan moving in down bottom. They're looking to finish off this Rax again. They're trying their best to stop it, but he just sends illusions forward. They're in, they're critting, and then the buyback from BZZ.
No, he needs to get out.
Sure, they're forced out the buyback. They can just play it slowly as they sort of have, you know, Team Spirit just poking and prodding at the base. No need to overextend. They have a significant advantage, and they know that it's very hard to throw this game if you're Spirit.
OD just has to watch his positioning, especially when he's away from his Omni like that, because he has no BKB, so he's still very susceptible to the clips. And that's an Aghanim's Legion commander.
I mean, why not? I mean, I don't think it matters what you buy at this stage of the game. And
I mean, okay. Sure. He only takes damage from the one source that he's hitting, of course.
Sure.
You guys all know what Aghanims do. Do I need to explain it? I don't think so.
No. I'm sure Twitch chat knows.
Okay.
Twitch chat is incredibly knowledgeable.
What does it do, Owen?
Basically, it makes your duel AoE, so you can duel an entire team at the same time.
That is not how it works.
Okay.
You are magic immune, as well as you only take damage from the hero that you are dueling.
Okay, and that is very good against this lineup, because there is no hero here that you're worried about dueling there. No hero has right-click that you are scared about at all.
Yeah, you can just do OD, and then OD doesn't do anything.
No.
Because you are spell immune. Even though it's pure damage, you can't cast your spell, right? That's how that works? I don't know how that's how it works.
Well, no, it won't, because he's silenced as well, because he's dueled, isn't it?
Because he's dueled, yeah.
So you can't use it anyway. You can't use orbs now.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
So he is screwed. I mean, regardless, he is screwed anyway.
He's screwed anyway.
This game,
if he gets dueled,
pretty rough.
He's screwed.
So don't get dueled, really, is my advice.
To anybody, nobody get dueled.
Nobody get dueled.
Okay, so they have to watch themselves. The positioning is going to be really tough. But look, they're going for a wraparound. Oh. Can they find the disruptor? That is what they need. And they do. They found
FNG.
He's dead.
And look at this song. Where's the Meteor Hammer? Bam! It's down. They're trying to move in. They're popping the BKBs. They have to repel on BZZ. He's trying to man up, but the BKB's out on RTW. Illidan jumps down, looking towards the Razor. No, he's going to go for the easier target. Goes straight for
GA though.
They have got the lockdown. GA is keeping that man alive. Is it enough to save it? Sonic Wave flies through. Will they get the kill? They do. They're able to take down the Legion. They're holding on. Illidan knows the real problem. He's going godlike. They lose the Aegis on the Quap, but he's going to be back for round 2. Biver on the sidelines, keeping himself out of it. They have the telekinesis onto the Quap, but Illidan dips straight back into the fight, jumping in aggressively with the Doppelganger, forcing them back. Silence and Nullifier onto the Naga Siren, but the heal's out from Shashlo, keeping the Naga safe. The Rax, they're in a bit of a different state though, as they are getting taken down by by Illidan. Suicide team just can't keep Team Spirit off the objectives. Lead forward from Dire and the Razor. Illidan committing straight onto the kill. You got the Silence, the Nullifier onto the Naga Siren on the side. They have to repel. The Mjolnir shield out onto Dire is helping deal with the illusions, but it's not helping push back Spirit as they clean up the mid lane racks. Bottom lane, there is still half a rack standing, but Illidan, he's just running from hero to hero.
Oh
Jumps in with the Silence.
Go.
You've got the stolen hookshot from Meows. He's trying to peel this PL off his teammates, but it's not happening. There'll be a buyback from the Naga. They do have the song. Can they do something huge here? Here's the Meteor Hammer. Bam, it's coming down, but GG is called. It's already over. There's no Omni, there's no OD, and at this stage of the game, it's all too much for Suicide Team to try and pull back. But they certainly gave it their all there.
Wow. The Naga played on point. I think he landed like multi-person meteor hammers every single time.
Yeah.
But man, this PL pick, Illidan went berserk, and you know what he didn't do, Owen?
Didn't die.
You know what else he didn't do? He didn't go Battle Fury, and he won the game.
We're watching you guys out there. I hope you've learned a lesson today. Battle Fury PL, not always the way to go. As I think that meta's sort of over. Was it who started that anyway? It was the Americans, wasn't it?
I saw Resolution do it. Maybe one of the first ones. I'll blame Rezo.
I mean, this is the thing though. As much as we banter and joke about it, sure.